What's up, good peoples? The Ancestry Chronicler here, Sean J. Gandy. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Hey, please take this time to just pause the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And make sure you like the video. Let me get those thumbs up. Appreciate it every single time. So, this is the week. This week is a month. A month from now, from this week, I will be leaving to go to the continent of Africa for the first time. I'm going to Sierra Leone. I'm going over there to get my dual citizenship. It's going to be a trip of pleasure, of just chilling, vacationing, enjoying, my time there, the country, but also, business that needs to be handled to get in order. My dual citizenship, getting my passport, and things of that nature. But I have these really great expectations and anticipation. So aside from knowing that there's going to be the spiritual element to this thing, I know there's going to be a spiritual element to it. I've watched tons of YouTube videos. I've watched people in Africa who I follow, from Loda Maya, Tim Swain, Jay Cameron, Leslie Jones, Vanessa Canby, you name them. Just people who I follow. Go Black to Africa, who and I'm always learning about Africa through them, learning about the continent through them, and so and they're very real. So that's a good thing. Like, they're not just painting Africa to be a flowery bed of ease, some pie in the sky somewhere, a bed of roses, but it's something that's beautiful, a place that's beautiful, God's continent. I've seen pictures of it. I've seen videos that they've shown about it, taking you through to experience it, and you just see so much about the country, about the continent, and in particularly the country Sierra Leone, where I'm going. African Ancestry has a beautiful video out on that. One of the trips that they took to Sierra Leone, and it's just so emotional. I watched it and I was emotionally impacted. I teared up. I mean, I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. And then, I also, talk to people or watch their videos in particular who are citizens of Sierra Leone, who live in Sierra Leone, who just recently visited Sierra Leone and got their dual citizenship. Authentic African, who is, he's a citizen of Sierra Leone, but he lives in Ghana. I watch him all the time just to get an idea of what Sierra Leone is about. Aisha Ladan, who traveled earlier this year with African Ancestry to Sierra Leone. I watch her YouTube channel, and just, she's helped me prepare a lot for the trip in terms of what I need to bring and things of that nature. And so all of that side is getting taken care of. And I know that there's going to be this spiritual side to it. Just being able to experience the presence of God there. Not that I don't experience him here. And, I'm not going there. As you all, as some of you may know, I'm a pastor. But I'm not going there to start a ministry. I'm not going there to open up a church. I'm not going there to do missionary work. None of those reasons are the reason why I'm going over there. So when I speak of a spiritual experience, I'm not talking anything like that. I'm talking about being able to be in that space, in that country, on that continent, and being able to think outside of Western presentation of God, of Messiah Jesus. That's going to be a whole experience in and of itself, just to be able to pray over there in that space. So I'm expecting that. Also, I'm expecting, just the emotional high that's going to come from being over there. I know my emotions are going to run the gamut. I tend to wear my emotions on my sleeve, I guess. Sometimes I guess we have to ask my wife, but I think I'm a very emotional person. I'm easily moved to emotions. From I could I go to a play or a movie and it hits me, or a certain song. I'm done. I have no problem shedding a tear. So I know that I'm going to be emotionally impacted. What my concern is am I setting the bar of expectation, the bar of anticipation, the bar of excitement too high? Because, I know that I'm going over there, but it's not just to a place that doesn't have longitude and latitude. A latitude. It's a real place, a real destination with real history, with people living there, people not just living there from what idealism that I may have drawn up of what my ancestors may have, how they may have lived, but people who live there today, the social climate of the country today, the political climate of the country today, the economic climate of of Sierra Leone. I'm talking about Sierra Leone today, in these modern times, and so it's like I'm wondering, like I'm wondering if I should prepare myself for some level of disappointment, or if I'm just as if I'm setting the bar way too high of because I've never been to Africa before. This is going to be my first time, and so I'm just excited. And to be honest, I've always said that if when I die, I want to be buried in Africa. And then I would always say I'm a drummer, by the way. As far as a musician, I play drums and keys. Drums my first instrument, my primary instrument. And I always said, for those who know, I would tell my wife, listen, if I can't get back to Africa, then make sure that you bury me in a Bobingo wood casket. Now I know you guys really like, wait, Deshaun, this is kind of morbid, but just the reality. I just wanted to have something that connected me and grounded me back to the continent where my ancestors came from. So I never had this anticipation that I would be going to Africa in my lifetime. And the fact that I'm going, and in a month's time, and I will actually be landing in Sierra Leone at the airport there next to Freetown. I will be landing there on the day of my birthday, the day I turn 51 years old. I will be having that experience on the continent of Africa, in the country of Sierra Leone, where I have, through African ancestry, successfully traced my DNA ancestry to the Limba people, 100% matched to the Limba people living in Sierra Leone. And so, it's overwhelming just to talk about it, just to even think about it, and to know that in my family that I'm the first one that's going over there for that branch of my family who's discovered this information, who's privy to this information of where our ancestral, our DNA ancestry comes from. I'm the first one in the family that's going over there. And so I'm living somewhat of a dream for a lot of people in my family. And so I'm nervous. I guess, to be honest, that's just it. I'm crazy nervous. I am so seriously nervous. And I don't think that it will actually hit me that I am in Sierra Leone until that plane lands in Sierra Leone. Everything's paid for. I got my tickets. I'm ready to go. Traveling to the airport, from here to the airport. That's going to be the beginning of it. Getting on that plane, flying out, it takes off. That's going to be another level of it. But it's still no, this isn't happening. It's all surreal. So, I'm still like, this isn't happening. I'm not really going to Africa. Yeah, no, this isn't happening. No, I'm not. Sierra Leone. Come on, Deshaun, you're not going to Sierra Leone. This isn't happening. This isn't real. But it's so real. It's so very real. And I'm trying to bring that realism I'm trying to encapsulate it into what I am feeling, my anticipation, and also my expectation, but also at the same time, am I being real enough with myself that my expectations may not be met. And will that be okay? And so I would love to just talk to people who've been to Sierra Leone, who live in America, who've been to Sierra Leone, who can somewhat identify with having been here, or living here, and then going over there, having set those expectations, having set that bar. And and I know that it's not, it doesn't have the best infrastructure, like other countries like Ghana per se, or things of that nature. And it's not, I know Ghana's the gateway and things of that nature, but I am going there, like I said, not just for pleasure, but to handle business, personal things as well, and just to, and spiritual things as well. I mean, just to be able to connect to the land and the people that my ancestry came from, where my people descend from, to have their DNA in me. It's just a spiritual journey, if you will. And so, yeah, I mean, I would love to just be able to talk to cats, talk to people, talk to folk who've made that journey, who've experienced it, and just kind of find out, am I setting the bar of anticipation too high? Am I setting the bar of expectation too high? Or go for it. Like, imagine, like dream big, imagine big, anticipate big, expect big, and enjoy the moment, and so that's one of the things I don't want to do. I don't want to miss the moment. I don't want to, be there and miss the moment that I'm actually there. And so I know I'm living in this world of it all being so surreal at this point, that I'm actually going to Africa and Sierra Leone in particular. But, at some point it's going to have to move from being surreal to being real. And is the realness going to disappoint? I don't know. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to it. I can't believe it's happening. But it is happening. And I'm excited. And, I'm excited and I'm nervous all at the same time. It's crazy. It's like, yo, stop, dude. Relax. Chill out. But I don't know. So, yeah, that's it. Hey, thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. I am the Ancestry Chronicler. When you get a chance, please be sure to subscribe and give me the thumbs up. I'll greatly appreciate it every single time. Thank you for leaving the comments. And if you want to drop some comments in if you want to drop some comments in the comment section, please do. Please, help me along this journey. Well, it's part of the journey, but the leg of the journey before I actually get there, and then and also preparing for the leg of the journey while being there. So hey, drop some words, drop some notes in the comments. Let's chat it up, and appreciation every single time. Peace, 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 everybody.